Prime Minister is vowing not to be intimidated after the country's second terror attack this week. We're learning new details this morning of that deadly rampage around Ottawa's center of government.
The gunman struck the heart of Canada's democracy. The assault began yesterday at Canada's National War Memorial and ended at the Parliament building. Jim Axelrod is in Ottawa, where police are searching for a motive. Jim, good morning.
We know the name of the gunman, Michael Abdul Zihak Bibo, is a 32-year-old recently converted Muslim with a rap sheet for drugs and robbery. But a U.S. government official is telling us this morning that his passport was recently revoked because he had been in contact with someone in Syria. And so investigators now will be focusing on his travel records as they try to determine whether he had any ties with any terrorist group. The sounds of gunfire filled the halls of Canada's Parliament building. As security forces spotted the suspected shooter. Streams of people fled from the building as police rushed to secure the area. The violence ended when 58-year-old Sergeant-at-Arms Kevin Vickers shot and killed the gunman. A former police officer, Vickers has a ceremonial role but is responsible for security at Parliament and credited for stopping the attack outside rooms where members of Parliament and the Prime Minister were holding meetings. Inside, lawmakers used furniture to barricade themselves in rooms for protection. A Parliament Hill reporter recorded the frenzy as the shooting began.
There's a bunch of gunshots. A guy with a shotgun? Yeah. Where do we go?
The attack started just steps away at Canada's War Memorial. That's where witnesses say the suspect shot a soldier standing guard at point-blank range.
I thought it was just firecrackers going off, so I look across the street, and there was a man with a rifle shooting at a bunch of people.
Call for shots fired. One soldier has been hit.
Emergency responders performed CPR, but Corporal Nathan Cirillo was killed. Dashcam video allegedly shows the suspect getting into an unlicensed vehicle, holding what appears to be a weapon. Multiple eyewitnesses describe the man as dressed in black with a scarf over his face.
Let there be no misunderstanding. We will not be intimidated. Canada will never be intimidated.
We have a tremendous country. If you travel the world, we got it pretty darn good here. And I hope this doesn't change it.
This is the second violent attack in Canada this week. On Monday, a radical jihadist ran over two Canadian soldiers, killing one. The suspect was also shot and killed following a police chase. Nora?
All right, Jim, thank you so much. President Obama called Prime Minister Stephen Harper after the shootings. The president pledged to work closely with Canada to determine if any terror group is involved and whether the attack signals a threat to the United States.
It emphasizes the degree to which we have to remain vigilant when it comes to dealing with these kinds of acts of senseless violence or terrorism. And I pledged, as always, to make sure that our national security teams are coordinating very closely, given not only is Canada one of our closest allies in the world, but there are our neighbors and our friends. And obviously, there's a lot of interaction between Canadians and the United States where we have such a long border.